How powerful is God? God is omnipotent. He is all powerful. But what does this exactly mean? This means that when God creates and when he speaks something out, he merely needs to speak it and it begins to exist. There is no prior planning or blueprints. Whatever God speaks, that very thing comes to be as it is simultaneously as it comes into actuality and is able to be perceived and understood and recognized. So this means that there was no such thing as light insofar as we understand with the sun and the moon. There's no such thing as the sun or moon until God spoke those things into existence. The moment God spoke and spoke those things into existence, those very things came to be. And this is very mind-boggling, and it's even much more mind-boggling to know that what it means by God having all power means that God never extracts energy in what he creates. He could create an infinite amount of our universes this same way, but with different people and with different stories and different events that occur. He could do that if he wanted to, and if he did, he would extract the same amount of energy, which is technically undistracted energy, because God is never tired. As Isaiah 48:20, I believe, says, is that God does not grow weary or faint. So this means that God does all things easily. When we look at, let's say, a flower, and God created that flower, and then we compare that to our whole world, how God created our world. Then we look at our solar system. And then we look at the Milky Way galaxy. And then we look at the entire universe. From that flower all the way to the universe, though these things be hugely, massively, incomprehensibly different from our perspective, for God to create the flower and to create the universe and everything in it, it's the same for him. Both things are on the same level of easiness. Both things are on the same level of having it come forth for God, because with God, all things are easy. So that is how powerful God is. God is able to make and create all things, and they're all easily done for him. Nothing is too hard. And on our scale, we may see things as much more difficult and tough to make and create, and like, God, how'd you do this? But it is the same as that in which we are able to comprehend, even to the point of a piece of sand. Creating a piece of sand, a grain of sand compared to the whole universe, it's the same for God. He can do it just like that because he has all knowledge and he has all power.